Hello and welcome to News Now for May 15th, 2020. I'm Nicole Will, and our M6 television operation, like many other organizations, is adjusting to a new remote environment. Our M6 reporters are filling their stories for today's newscast from home, as am I. So let's get started with Alex Pearl. Alex has some questions if you are looking to dive into technology.
With COVID-19 keeping everyone at home, it's easy to sit around and do nothing. But with staying at home going on for months now, it's hard to find something else to do. Or is it? There are ways to stay entertained, and with staying inside as the best course of action, technology really fits the bill. These are some of the best tech items to stay occupied while riding out the metaphorical storm. First off is the good old television. With streaming content becoming mainstream and affordable, especially nowadays, sitting back and binge watching some shows doesn't seem like a bad idea. On another note, TVs have definitely come down in price over the last decade. In 2010, it was very common to drop upwards of $1,000 on a brand new LCD flat screen, no matter what the size. But 10 years later, here in 2020, it's much easier to find deals on TVs ranging from $200 to $700, depending on the size you're looking for, of course. Next up is the humble laptop. Staying in one spot isn't always the best, and sometimes moving somewhere else to play, game, or get some work done is the best way to prevent that. That's where laptops shine. A good all-around laptop for work, gaming, and media consumption can cost anywhere from $300 to $500. Higher-end models like MacBooks and Ultrabooks can easily cost upwards of $900. If those prices are too high, then a great alternative is a Chromebook. These laptops are very power efficient, cheap, and easy to take just about anywhere. Just don't expect to play any games outside your web browser, of course. If watching a TV doesn't cut it, then a great way to get involved with media is the Nintendo Switch Lite. At only $200, this little handheld packs quite the punch. The Nintendo Switch library is gaining more and more amazing titles every week. Great games include Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, Super Mario Maker, and the big new game right now called Animal Crossing's New Horizon. Check it out. The Switch Lite is handheld only, but for the price there's a lot to love. I personally recommend picking up a case, this clear polycarbonate grip case to protect your Switch Lite and make it more comfy to play. Oh, and did I mention that you can hook up more controllers to it? Amazing. Speaking of amazing, the human body is an amazing machine, but using it is the best way to keep it going strong. With staying at home and keeping many folks inside, a good exercise bike or a treadmill will make a fantastic addition to any workout. You can pick either one up starting in around $100 to $200. Just make sure you have a place to put it. If finding a good place for a video conference is a challenge, a good webcam can save the day. Most laptops and mobile devices will have a front-facing camera, but if your device doesn't have one, you can easily pick one up for under $70 online. A good webcam should have a 1080p resolution, though 720p will easily get the job done. Speaking of getting the job done, is a good thermometer. Having a way to accurately gauge your body temperature is very important, especially in large public environments like airports, grocery stores, etc. Going in a public space with a fever can be very dangerous and could lead to the spread of disease. The best types of thermometers are nose touch scan models that scan your forehead for your temporal artery temperature. Though under-the-tongue models are much cheaper and a good alternative, for personal use of course. COVID-19 is far from over, and its effects on society will be felt for months to come. Staying inside can be a hassle, even maddening. But with some good tech, it's easier to power through the storm and help society return to life quicker. Stay home, stay safe, but stay entertained. I'm Alex Pearl from M6, your hometown station.
Thanks, Alex. You have a lot of great ideas of how to stay busy. Now, let's check in with Kelsey Ureel. Kelsey wants to make sure we are keeping our bodies healthy and occupied, as well as our minds.
With all gyms closed and no physical education in the schools, many don't have access or way to keep fit. Staying fit has many benefits. According to the American Heart Association, by exercising the recommended 60 minutes per day, at least 3 times a week, you lower your risk of heart disease, stroke, type 2 diabetes, high blood pressure, and others, just to name a few. Due to its overwhelming benefits, everyone should exercise and try to stay fit during this quarantine. Not everyone has access to gym equipment in their home, so I'm going to give you ideas on ways to stay active during this time. There are many good workout programs that are free on YouTube that have a variety of exercises. Whether you want a full body workout or target a specific muscle, you'll be able to exercise with the guidance of the instructor on the video. If muscle strengthening is not the route you want to go, there are also many yoga videos on YouTube as well. Yoga helps relax your muscles and increases your flexibility. Yoga can be done by itself, but it also serves as a good warm-up and cool-down after a workout to prevent injuries. If you're up to it, another good option is to go jogging. Jogging is a good aerobic exercise that will increase your cardiovascular strength. If you can't go jogging, walking is a great alternative. A great way to get exercise into your daily routine is taking your dog for a walk or taking a walk with your family. Staying active does not mean vigorous workouts. It can also be fun. Going outside and playing catch, volleyball, soccer, football, etc. will get your heart rate up and will benefit you in the long run. During this quarantine, I hope you choose to remain active. For M6, I'm Kelsey Ureel.
Great ideas, Kelsey. Thank you. I know it can be a little tough to push yourself off the couch, but try and find that activity that is right for you. Are more of you a movie or TV fan? A new show that recently hit Netflix has been popular. Here is Noah Hansen to tell us more.
With the stay-at-home orders, we all have some extra time on our hands. Many people are turning to stream new TV shows. Today, we're looking at the best show to binge watch over your quarantine. The show Outer Banks was taken to the top trending charts on Netflix and is the #1 trending show on the platform. The show follows a group of teenagers called the Pogues at the Outer Banks of North Carolina, who discover a legendary treasure tied to the disappearance of the group's ringleader, John B.'s father. Being chased from the law and another wealthy superior group, the Pogues overcome challenges to complete John B.'s father's goal that he had been working on for 20 years. With the show being on Netflix since April 15, 2020, many fans are excited for a second season of the show. Have you seen the series, or do you have one you would recommend?
I haven't seen Outer Banks, but I really hope to see it because my sister says it's a super good show, and I just really hope that I get to watch it before quarantine's over. Now, in our final story, Trevor Crowder shares something we can all look forward to. Sports and entertainment organizations are looking at how they will reopen safely. Here's Trevor with the details.
Due to the spread of COVID-19, we have seen a long list of things we know and love be put on hold in an attempt to slow the virus. Sadly, sports were included on this list, but with the virus beginning to slow, the sports world is beginning to open back up. On May 9th, we saw the UFC hold its first fights again. There were limitations, however. No fans were allowed, and only the fighters, officials, and media were allowed in the building to watch the fight in person. The MLB is also planning on reopening baseball within the coming months. The season is planned to start in early July and will consist of 82 games. New and larger divisions to cut down on travel, empty ballparks, expand 14-team playoff format, and a designated hitter for each and every team. These changes were recently approved by the owners, and now the proposal is making its way to the MLB Players Association to begin negotiations. Lastly, the NBA is holding out hope that it will be able to finish the rest of the season, including regular season games. This will, however, push the start of the 2020-2021 season back until December. Sports are really changing because of this pandemic. What do you think about games with no fans?
I don't know how games and sports are really going to go with this quarantine, but I hope that as things are going back to normal, we can all stay safe and that the players themselves are going to be safe while doing that. Now I have a few suggestions to share with you to help pass time and develop a few new interests. You know, there are YouTube videos on just about every subject you can think of. Or maybe you have an expert under your own roof that might enjoy sharing their special skills. How about learning to cook a special dish, maybe with mom or grandma? Ever wanted to learn how to knit or sew? Are you a photo bug and want to learn a little Photoshop to improve your pictures? Can Dad help teach you how to build something cool, replace a light switch, or do a lawn project? And of course, there are plenty of great books to snuggle up with. Just a few ideas that might help you come out of this pandemic with a new skill. Thanks for joining us today on News Now. I hope everyone is healthy and safe.